Right, we told you we'd bring you up to date with the transfer news, and we are going to do just that because
the energy around North London has shifted. There's a buzz, an excitement that can be felt in every corner of the red half of the capital. After weeks of speculation, rumours, and whispers from sources close to the club, it's finally official. Arsenal's £85 million deal for a new star signing has been completed. The player has now arrived in London, and the process of medicals and final formalities is already underway. The Emirates faithful have been glued to every update, and now, it's real. A new chapter is beginning for both the club and the player, and it's already promising to be a transformative one. It was a quiet, grey morning in the capital when the sleek black vehicle pulled into a secure entrance at London Colney. The anticipation had reached its peak. For days, fans had tracked the flight route, shared pixelated photos from airports, and debated every detail on social media. And now, their new £85 million man had touched down, greeted not by fanfare or cameras initially, but by the quiet professionalism of Arsenal's backroom staff, ready to guide him through the intense onboarding process every marquee signing goes through. The identity of the player had long since dominated headlines. A powerful striker known for his pace, strength, and ruthless finishing ability. A player who had lit up Europe with standout performances and whose name had quickly risen up Arsenal's shortlist when it became clear the club needed a cutting-edge presence up front. Arsenal, who have spent the last few seasons building a technically gifted and fluid attacking side, finally decided to add a new kind of weapon, someone who could change games with a single moment of physical brilliance or an unstoppable strike. That player has now arrived, and Arsenal have sent a powerful message: they are not just here to compete. They are here to win. Upon arrival at Arsenal's training base, the player was greeted by club officials, representatives from the medical team, and key figures from Mikel Arteta's staff. Though no cameras were permitted during the early stages, insiders have confirmed that the player appeared calm, focused, and eager to begin. This was not just another transfer for him, this was a calculated, career-defining move. And Arsenal, in turn, had shown they were willing to put serious money on the table to secure a player they see as a future star not just in the Premier League, but globally. The medical process was thorough, as expected for a deal of this magnitude. Specialists from both within the club and outside consultants were involved in overseeing everything from cardiovascular tests, muscle assessments, to scanning for any past injury issues that could potentially affect performance or longevity. Arsenal, who have learned from past experiences with big-name signings, are now more careful and meticulous than ever before. No stone was left unturned, and the entire process was scheduled to span several hours, potentially over 2 days depending on results. While the player was undergoing tests, his representatives were already finalizing minor contractual details with the Arsenal board. The player's camp is known for being extremely professional, focused on performance and development rather than just commercial interests. This was one of the reasons Arsenal pushed so hard to win the race for his signature. The player himself had reportedly turned down offers from 2 other Champions League clubs, both offering higher wages, because of the vision presented to him by Mikel Arteta and sporting director Edu Gasper. Sources close to the club have revealed that during early talks, Arteta shared a detailed breakdown of how the player would fit into Arsenal's attacking structure. The Spaniard is known for his meticulous preparation, and for this player, he prepared a presentation showcasing tactical breakdowns, heat maps, and specific game scenarios that highlighted exactly how the player's strengths could elevate the team. It worked. The player was impressed not only by Arteta's tactical mind but by his passion and the family-like environment being built at Arsenal. Meanwhile, fans began to gather outside the training ground and the Emirates Stadium. A few lucky supporters managed to catch a glimpse of the player entering the facility, sparking a flurry of posts on social media. "He's here. The real deal." One tweet read, with an attached blurry image showing a tall figure in black sportswear walking through the training ground gates. Arsenal's online fan base exploded with excitement, hashtags began trending, and videos of the player's past goals were once again circulating across platforms like Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram. Inside the dressing room, the news was met with quiet excitement. While the players have grown used to seeing new faces arrive, this signing was different. It wasn't just about adding depth, it was about adding dominance. Players like Declan Rice, Martin Ødegaard, and Bukayo Saka were reportedly among the first to send welcome messages. According to sources, Ødegaard, as captain, has already reached out to the new arrival to offer help settling in, while Rice, now an emotional leader in the squad, has offered to assist with the adjustment to the league's physical and mental demands. The anticipation of this signing had been building all summer. Arsenal's technical team had been tracking the player since early last season, with multiple scouting trips and hours of video analysis conducted. It was clear early on that this wasn't just a speculative move, it was a target Arsenal were determined to land. And despite the hefty price tag, which naturally drew criticism from rival fan bases and pundits, the club remained steadfast. They believed in the player, and they believed he could be the missing piece in their evolving project. With the medicals underway and paperwork nearing completion, the next step will be the official unveiling. Club insiders say the announcement video is already in production. Arsenal, known for their creative reveal videos in recent years, are planning a high-impact launch across all digital platforms. The Emirates Stadium is also being prepped for the unveiling, which may include a live stream, fan Q&A, and exclusive content for supporters. This signing also carries symbolic weight. It comes at a time when Arsenal are positioning themselves as not just top four hopefuls, but genuine title contenders. After falling just short last season, Arteta and Edu have moved quickly in the transfer market to address areas that needed reinforcement. And this new £85 million arrival is perhaps the boldest move of all. It says that Arsenal are no longer satisfied with potential, they want results. In terms of play style, the new signing offers a different dimension. He is aggressive, intelligent in his movement, and unafraid to take defenders on. He has a proven goal record and has shown an ability to deliver in big matches. Whether it's a fierce long-range effort or a scrappy tap-in, he has that instinct, that killer mentality Arsenal have sometimes lacked in tight, high-stakes games. But beyond the stats and tactical fit, what excites the club most is the player's mentality. Former coaches have described him as obsessed with improvement, someone who watches his performances multiple times to find flaws and correct them. This mindset fits perfectly into Arteta's culture, a culture of accountability, progress, and total commitment. With pre-season well underway and the new Premier League campaign approaching, the timing of the signing is crucial. The player will now join the squad for training sessions and tactical meetings. The goal is to integrate him quickly, ensuring he is ready to feature in the early matches of the season. Fans are already dreaming of seeing him link up with Saka, Ødegaard, Martinelli, and Rice. The potential combinations are mouth-watering, and the excitement is completely justified. As the sun began to set in London and the final stages of the medical continued behind closed doors, one thing became clear: this isn't just a signing. It's a statement. Arsenal are building for the present and the future. They're not just making up the numbers, they're going all in. And this new £85 million star is arriving not just with expectations, but with belief. From the club, from the fans, and most importantly, from himself. As the Emirates Stadium prepares to unveil its newest hero, and as Mikel Arteta prepares to unleash another carefully chosen piece in his tactical puzzle, the rest of the Premier League will be watching. Because when Arsenal move like this, with clarity, conviction, and ambition, the message is loud and clear: they are ready to fight. Ready to win. Ready to rise.